Hey, hello there, wrestling fans. Welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I'm your host, Joe the Panther, the third. And man, happy Monday, everybody. It's me, it's Monday, it's a Monday. It's time to get raw and have fun. But first, let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to Amira.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Welcome. Oh my gosh, it's good to finally meet you on camera all this time chat. Um, so, um, if our internationally known fans are not familiar with Amira, introduce yourself.
So my name's Amira. I am a pro wrestler from Oregon. I've only been wrestling for a little under a year now, but I've gotten to work a lot of promotions in the Pacific Northwest, Defy, Prestige, some of the bigger ones, and then a lot of local promotions like DOA and SOS. But yeah, I'm just a tiny, strong girl who likes to wrestle and have fun.
That's always the best part. But who trained you?
I was trained at the Oregon Pro Wrestling School. My main trainer is Ricky Gibson.
Oh wow, Ricky Gibson. So, well, did you get any advice? Hey, we got a
My
floof on
cat.
this. Oh, well, we are the other known as the internationally known Dudes at Ringside, but we also have the floofs at ringside with the cats and dogs.
Yeah, she's
Vegetarian,
probably gonna step in here and there.
I'm used to it by now. So, is there any advice that you took from your trainer that like you use now in the wrestling business?
Um, I think been a lot of advice that my main trainer and that other people have given me, but I think the main thing is just to reach for the stars. Always be going for that big ultimate goal, because if you're striving for that, even if you don't hit it, you're going to get a lot farther in your career if you're always pushing to your big goal, your big dream. Um, but that's one of the big things. And then always like all it takes is all you got. So always put maximum effort into whatever you're doing. And I think those are some of the like best pieces of advice that I've received from my trainer. Yeah.
Awesome. So is there any other places in the country or the globe that you've been wanting to wrestle, but you haven't had a chance to go there yet?
I mean, hopefully I get to wrestle in every state. Um, I'm working on branching out from just like the West Coast over here because I've done Washington, Oregon, California, and I've also gone up to Canada, um, which has been exciting, but I haven't really branched out to the other side of the United States. So that would be great. Of course, going to Mexico or Japan to wrestle would be cool as well.
Awesome. Is there like any like male or female wrestler that you've been watching either on Instagram or YouTube that they're like on your dream list to wrestle?
Um, well, I think so many great wrestlers out there. I know I definitely want to someday get to wrestle Masha Slamovich. Um, Cat Power, she's a wrestler up in Canada.
I've heard of her.
Um, and those are the two that I could think of. Liza Hall, another Canadian wrestler. Um, I'd love to have like a one-on-one with Sandra Moon. That'd be a lot of fun. Those are some I could think of off the top of my head.
Is there any like big names like around the AEW stage or WWE stage that are like Forbidden Door style that you've been like, I could take her.
Um, let's see. I would love to, because Taya Valkyrie got signed to AEW, and I love her. I think she's great. I would love to get to wrestle her someday. Um, Bianca Belair, Asuka, they're two ladies from WWE that I think are really cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Um, so I saw on your Instagram you have new merch. If our fans would like to like pick up like a T-shirt, where can they find it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not able to make it to a show, or if I don't have the new t-shirts at the show, most of my shirts are going to be on Pro Wrestling Tees. ProWrestlingTees.com/Amira. So normally you can find all my new merch. Yeah.
Awesome. Who made your gear? Because I loved your gear, your gear that you've been wearing on the pictures and stuff like that.
hmm Yeah. So there's a guy in Portland here. His name is Norbert Teston, and he has made all my gear since I debuted. And he makes gear for a lot of other wrestlers here in the PNW. But he's also done gear for like competitive dance and for drag shows. But yeah, he's great. He's amazing. He makes everything that he's made for me, I've been super pleased with.
Awesome. Um, is there any like wrestlers that younger wrestlers that you've been in the shows with that you've given any like I said my question wrong, jeez. Um, if there was any young wrestlers that are watching this interview, that or younger kids that are watching this interview and they wanted to join the wrestling world, what would be your advice for them?
I think the main thing is you got to give something to get something. And when you're entering into the wrestling world, when you're trained to be a wrestler, you got to give a lot. Because this is not an easy thing that we do. It takes a lot of mental toughness and physical toughness to get through a lot of what we have to put our body through. And on top of that, there's other elements to it, like driving out to shows and this and that. It's very taxing on a person, but if you do it the right way and if you work hard and if you put everything you have into it, you're going to basically reap the benefits from it. But you have to have that foresight, you have to have that perseverance to just be like, I know it maybe I'm not getting what I want right now, but I'm going to get it in the future. Um, so yeah, you just have to be willing to make sacrifices and put everything you have into it and kind of trust the process. And also just know that, yeah, it's gonna suck. Your body's gonna be in pain here and there, but like your body also acclimates. It's like any sport. Your body gets used to a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Like with wrestling, it's really because I know you guys you do your stuff on like Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. What is like your workout regimen like before week before the show?
Um, so I actually work in a gym. So I've been working in fitness since I was in college. So I'm pretty much in the gym all the time. I work out at least 4 to 5 times a week, um, just on my own before work. And then I'm normally going to wrestling training 3 to 4 times a week, normally as well, on top of that. So I would say, because like I normally work out for about an hour, and then the workout, my wrestling workout is about 3 hours. So quite a bit of prep. It doesn't have to be that way for everybody, but it kind of depends on what you want for yourself and your goals for when you're going to be in the ring. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. So this is the fun part of the interview. What is your favorite food?
It's my favorite food.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite food is either sushi or ramen.
Ooh, we could hang out then.
Yeah.
I love me some, but I'm allergic to shellfish, so I can't have the fun sushi. I have to stick with the
Oh.
spicy tuna or the eel. And it's funny, everybody's like, "Oh, I guess you're gonna have to stick to the California." I'm like, "No, idiot, I could actually eat fish. I could."
Yeah, no, I love sushi. I could eat all day.
It's funny that's me too. The one sushi that if I had to choose one sushi to eat forever, it would have to be spicy tuna.
Spicy tuna. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. I love the eel, but I can't eat that every day. I could eat spicy tuna, even though it'll get me sick because the whatever's in the tuna. that's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what's that
No,
word?
spicy tuna is good.
Other than sushi, what is like your go to snack that like if you're watching Raw or SmackDown or AEW, what's that snack that you
hmm
grab when you're watching?
I feel like when it comes to snacks, I'm either gonna indulge and like have like ice cream or something, or I'm pretty kind of boring. I eat a lot of fruits and protein bars and stuff like that.
Fruits are cool. What
Yeah.
kind of fruit?
Oh, I love grapes, especially when you put grapes in the freezer and then
Oh,
they're
yay.
the
See, I knew
frozen
it.
grapes.
I
Those
knew
are
you were
fun.
cool. Yeah, it's my
Yeah,
favorite.
grapes and then apples, and those are probably my two favorite fruits.
I'm the guy that still has that metal thing that you stick on the apple and then you cut it into
Yeah,
pieces.
that's so convenient.
We still have that. We had the I think we still have the one when I was like a kid.
Yeah.
The old school metal one that like if there was some weird kids that came over your house, Joe has a weapon like that.
Yeah,
Looks like a deathmatch weapon.
yeah.
One, now I gotta find a deathmatch wrestler. Did you ever think about using the apple cutter as a weapon? Like,
You know what? I feel like that could give them an edge. I don't think it's being used that often.
oh, see, if I was a wrestler and I was a deathmatch wrestler, boom, apple cutter. Yeah. Is there like any like stipulation for like a match that you would be like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Um, you know, I'm pretty much of the mindset that I'll try anything once. It's gonna take a lot for me to be like, no, I won't do that. But yeah, I'm pretty much like, I'll try it once, and if like after that I'm like I'm not about it, then I'll say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. I already asked you that question. Is there any like series or like TV shows you're watching on Netflix or Hulu or any of the streaming services right now?
Um, I feel like I don't normally have a whole lot of time to watch
You
TV
work
just
in a gym.
because,
You work in a
yeah,
gym.
I work in a gym, I work out, I do wrestling training, I do wrestling on the weekends because I'm normally just watching um old WCW on Peacock or something.
I gotta
Um,
get back into that. My dad just got me the Peacock so I could watch Mania, and
yeah.
my eyes lit up, Amir, when I saw the choices on the corner,
Hmm.
and I saw like WCW, and I was like, I can
Yeah,
go back to watch Rey Mysterio when he was about like 20 years old. What?
I know. No, it's super cool that they have all that on there. Yeah, so I spend most of my time watching like old wrestling. Um, yeah.
Yeah, That's the picture that's in my background. My grandfather, he was a professional wrestler under Vince McMahon Sr.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yes. Ah, dang it. Ugh. This is my
Hmm.
dad's shirt. My shirt's all folded nicely in my closet. This is my
Uh-huh.
grandfather. He's my Mew. He's the reason why I became a professional wrestler.
Oh.
Jose
Oh,
Quinones.
that's
Joe
cool.
Quinones. Yep. That's my Mew. He's literally the king of the Panthers.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Yes.
awesome.
He wrestled from 1955 to 1965, and he was a
Hmm.
heel. So, like, what? And my tie-in question. What do you prefer being, a heel or a face?
Um, I feel like I normally prefer being babyface. Just 'cause I like to get the crowd really hyped up and really into it, but I'm comfortable doing going either way. It kind of depends on who I'm wrestling, how I'm feeling.
Awesome, awesome. Do you collect anything?
I feel like I collect clothes. I used to do a lot of shopping, but at this point, I feel like if there's anything I collect, it's I have a lot of books. I like to go to used bookstores and kind of find rare or like just different books, weird books.
Mm. Me, I collect. Me and my friends have like a Lego group, and we have. If I could turn my laptop around, like the new age laptops, I have like a windmill, a guitar, the twin towers, a castle, a
Yeah.
Lego dinosaur, a woodpecker, a a little boat.
Oh,
Not
that's so
cool.
fun. Yeah, that's dope.
Pirate ship. We did a. At first, I'm like, as they said pirate ship, and I'm like thinking like, oh my god, it's not gonna fit on my desk. It's not gonna fit. I got an eagle, I got a duck that has a little pulley. The light tower we did, it's
Oh,
like well, after we're done with the interview, I'll take it off my desk and show it to you. It's like this big, and it's like,
yeah.
dude, so cool. And you could spin the top. The little top spins. Um,
Oh, that's cool.
is is there any like wrestlers from like the past, from like the women's division, from either WCW or old school WWF, that you would like to have Forbidden Door style to get one more match with? Who would that be and why?
Um, hmm. I feel like maybe Medusa, Alondra Blaze would be
Ooh,
dope. I also love like um Akira Hokuto, Japanese wrestler. She got on WCW a lot. Those would probably be my two.
hmm, okay. I know you said you work in a gym and you probably don't have time to play, but do you ever play video games? And if you do, what would be your game, your choice?
Um, I don't normally play a whole lot of video games now. When I during COVID, I used to do childcare for emergency workers, and when I would play games with the kids, I feel like we played a lot of Mario Kart. So that's probably the one that I would play. Yeah.
Ooh, are you gonna see the new Mario movie? I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to go see it. It seems like it's gonna be fun.
I heard it's really funny, and it like person I watched on YouTube. I don't remember the YouTuber's name. I hate to talk about the video and not mention. All I could say is he said they did a lot to maybe possibly do a sequel.
Oh, that's
They
cool.
opened the door, possibly there could be a sequel because the way they ended it, or
Yeah.
like, like, and they didn't touch on a lot of things in this one, but they did or they didn't. Like certain things they touched, they didn't touch.
Uh-huh.
Um, Here we go. Another thing. If you could form any old stable again with anybody that's in your wrestling world now, what stable would you form in like bring into the indies that you had in your like you loved as a teen or as a kid?
So I didn't actually get into wrestling until I was like in my 20s. I got into wrestling a little bit later on, but I feel like if we could recreate the Four Horsemen, that'd be pretty dope. Um, I don't know who exactly would be in it now, but um, yeah, I feel like that or DX, you know.
Mm. Would you be the leader? Would you be the Triple H? Or would you be the Shawn Michaels?
You know, I feel like I'd be the Triple H.
Because you got the guns.
Yeah.
Awesome. Trying to think. You pretty much you got me with all my questions. I got one more. Um, if you could create any outfit from any like Saturday morning cartoon, what cartoon would you like reference your outfit to, like a next outfit to, and why?
Um, well, my current gear is kind of Power Ranger-y,
Yeah, I saw the yellow. Yeah,
especially
the yellow one.
yeah, so I do a lot of that. Um, I would love to reference like it'd be funny, but like reference like SpongeBob or something.
Oh gosh, have the
Like
bottom part like the blue, and then the top part would be the white with the tie. Oh, like it's if you do that, you have to take a picture and send it to me. That'll be funny.
yeah, for sure.
Or
Yeah, I think
Patrick,
that'd be a funny one.
the
Or
Patrick,
Patrick, yeah. Even if
or
it's
even
subtle,
oh
just
my
like a
god,
hint of it.
Tommy Pickles outfit.
Oh yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
then your bottom would have to be white, like you have to look like, or no, Chucky. You could make one look like Chucky Finster.
That's true, yeah. There's a wrestler in the PNW called Murphy Madsen, and she is the original 90s kid. And she does a lot of like gear inspired by
Ooh, you have.
Rugrats and stuff
I'm
like
a
that.
'90s kid. I'm a '90s
Yeah,
kid. You have to send her my way because that sounds like a good
absolutely.
fun. That has to be that's a must for this summer for Dudes at Ringside for Joe Panther the Third. I have to meet her. We have to do a podcast together because that
Yeah, I'll
sounds.
send you her info. Yeah.
Please, like, or just send her next time you do a show. my last my last question for you is, if do you have where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Um, 5 to 10 years, I'm hoping that I'll still be wrestling and that I'll have, reached a broader audience, gone into a lot more states, and hopefully gone to other countries to wrestle, maybe even work for one of the bigger companies. But at the end of the day, I just really like wrestling in front of people, and I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna go whatever route that allows me to wrestle in front of the most people and affect the most lives. So yeah, hopefully I'll have more cats. I'd like to get a couple of kittens.
Do you have anywhere else before we go? Do you have any other animals like besides your one cat?
I just have the one, and then my roommate has another cat. But
Uh-huh. Hey, Katie.
yeah.
Welcome to Dudes at Ringside. I'm Katie.
She's like, I was
Once again,
sleeping.
before we go, where can our fans find your merch if they want to go and buy something?
Yeah, if you go to prowrestlingtees.com/Amira, you will find my merch page, and you can get my shirts there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I'm so glad I finally got you, Amira. I'm Joe Panther the Third. Your turn.
Oh, that's my turn, my cue. And I'm Amira.
And we will catch you in the next one.
Bye.